So the leaks just keep coming, and if you're following Samsung's foldables, you're going to want to pay attention. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 is shaping up to be one of the most talked about phones of the year, but maybe not for the reasons you were hoping. A recent benchmark just dropped, and it's stirring up some real debate. According to the results, Samsung might be going with the Exynos 2500 chip for the Z Flip 7, and not everyone's thrilled. Now what makes this interesting is the whole chip situation. Usually, Samsung gives the US market the Snapdragon version, while the rest of the world gets Exynos. But this time, things might flip, literally. It looks like only South Korea will get the Exynos 2500, while the rest of us still get the more powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, or what some are calling the 8 Elite. That's a smart move if the early performance numbers are anything to go by. Because here's the thing, the Exynos 2500 just isn't keeping up. On paper, it's already lagging behind the competition. Single-core and multi-core scores are sitting noticeably lower than what other high-end devices are putting out this year. That includes rivals like the Razer 60 Ultra and Xiaomi's upcoming foldable, both using that same Snapdragon chip. And considering the Flip 7 is priced higher than even the Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus, putting a slower chip inside one of their most premium phones feels like a strange decision, even if it's just in one region. That said, it's not all doom and gloom. On the design front, Samsung is making some solid moves. The Z Flip 7 is getting a complete visual refresh. It's taller, a bit wider, and the cover display is finally getting the kind of upgrade fans have been waiting for. We're talking a 4-inch cover screen this time around, which is a big leap from what the Flip 6 had. Even better, it's nearly all screen now. Bezels around the edges are expected to be just 1.2 millimeters thin. If the leaked glass panel is accurate, it's going to look seriously sleek. And it's not just looks, there are functional upgrades too. Battery life has always been a pain point for flip phone fans, but Samsung's finally listening. The Flip 7 is set to include a larger battery that nearly matches the size of the one in the much bigger Galaxy Fold. That's kind of wild considering the difference in form factor. It shows Samsung's getting serious about making these foldables more practical, not just flashy. Of course, none of this is final until the official launch. Benchmarks could change, software could be optimized, and Samsung might still tweak performance settings before release. But right now, it feels like we're getting a phone that's stepping forward in design, while possibly holding back in raw power, at least in some markets. Either way, it's going to be a phone to watch. So, what's your take on these benchmarks score? Share it down below in the comments and see you in the next one. Until then, take care.